Welcome back to Survival, everybody. Episode 43. Our sunflowers are coming along. I think they're going to be ready next month when we advance here. Very excited about that. Let's get an overview of that just because it looks so good on that rolling hill here like that. The next cycle, of course, they're going to be all nasty and brown. But right now they look so nice. Right against the house there and the curve, or the I guess the curved corners here on the field. It just looks so good. I like that a lot. Before we advance, I think we should probably change all this around. Like, I've been talking about it, and one of the viewers suggested that we move these garden plots down to the house. I was kind of looking at them earlier. We might have kind of some trouble because there is some hills here, so it might screw up the nice lawn we have. We might have to re-level it. But I think it's time to change things around. Maybe we'll just go with one plot instead of the two. Yeah, it's a little extra money we're missing out on, but it would all fit in the back of the refrigeration trailer, which would be great. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll put two down. We do have to move these. We're also going to have to move the honey pallets as well. Figure out a new spot for that. I'm trying to think if I should put up a shed here for the tractors, or if we should just leave it open and have them all just kind of laying, in a nice little line, of course, and then you can just select them that way. That might be the way to go too. The honey pallets, yeah. We'll have to take a look and see what we got. We do have to move this. Let's go ahead and turn the time down so no more pallets spawn, and then we'll grab the skid steer. And we're going to have to get these, like I said, put off to the side so we can make room for these. Alright, there we go. We got everything all moved. So we can go ahead and start deleting these things. They did us well. It was a very good start, but it's time to demolish this. A little scary, but we do have to continue our advancement of our property. The water tap as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of these decorations. We can always put some new decorations in. Like I said, I think part of me wants to just keep it open because it just seems like it's going to be a lot better to... You could even like stage equipment the day before, without having to have it get in the way. Of course, our water tank here. This area here we may be able to keep. Let's see something once. We'll just paint some cobblestone in again. There we go. We'll do it right up to the grass. This looks weird here, but let's see what we're going to do yet. I was kind of, like I said, looking at some of the sheds. And let's see, it was under that white farm again. I mean, we don't want it to be too big, that's the thing. That would just look weird. It almost feels like it has to be like a drive-through type building. Yeah, this guy here is kind of what I was thinking about, if we put it like this. But I honestly don't think that that looks that great. It almost looks kind of ugly. That's why I'm wondering if maybe just keeping in the open. And then we just kind of park all the tractors like diagonally or whatever. I don't remember deleting that bee spawn point. There it is. I was like, I think it's there. And it was still there. Don't want them spawning up on a tractor or something. Yeah, if we just like park these like, I don't know, something like that. And then we'll just keep the implements for the shed to keep it tidy. Maybe have a little more room in between them so we can get in and out. But I suppose it's not really a showroom either. This is kind of nice, I think, because then you can grab your tractor and grab your implement and then go. I think we're going to do that. And then, let's see, I suppose we could put the honey spawn point right here then. That's not a bad idea at all. And then, I don't think we can go 3 high. It'd be nice if we could go 3 high, but there's only the 2 high and 4. Even the regular stock one with the game, I can't see the yellow lines. That's not good. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's not going to be right. See, it's already at the wrong angle. Let's get this out of the way. Fast forward just a bit. We'll see how this is going to end up. Let's go right here. And then we can do some landscaping around that. There we go. That ain't too bad. We'll get that filled up. Like I said, I think we'll just try the one for now. And this cube trailer, I suppose we could put over by the garage. Or we could leave it on the cement here too. I've mentioned that once before. Get a little more use out of our yard now, I guess. That should be alright, and then when we load, we can have it up here on the end. Okay, we gotta fill that up with water. Let's grab the water tank. And then what I think we'll do after that is advance. I think the sheep are actually gonna have to be fed next month again as well. And the chickens. They are putting out a lot more wool, it seems like, after we sold last. Was it last episode or the episode before that? Oh yeah, we gotta put a water spigot down here. We'll just put it right by the... It almost makes it useless to bring the tank in here if we're gonna do it that way. Otherwise, where should the water spigot go? Maybe for more realistic purposes, we should put it over here. By the house. I think we'll put it over here by the fermenting silo. That way it's like, you know, it's not right by the garden. We do got a decent trailer anyway. So we can fill up pretty quickly. We should probably put that extension down as well. Fermenting's done, by the way. That way we can fill it like with a bunch of water, not have to worry about it so much. And then, yeah, we can just plop that here, I suppose. There we go. That way it's not like, you know, over ridiculously easy. And it's still like right by the sheep too. Matter of fact, we'll just top up the sheep with water since we got the tank out. There, it's a little more realistic, I guess. We'll just top them up here. They didn't really take a whole lot. And then we'll top up the water a little more. Might bring some tracks in coming in that way, because it looks like I'm going to be doing that, so I might as well make it look realistic. With the landscaping. Oh. Yeah, the turnaround's going to be a little... Unless we just driving our lawn. Seems to be the designated spot right now for the water tank, so I guess we'll just keep it there. Alright, I'm gonna run this tractor back up to the... kind of the area we got up here now. We get a good look at how it's gonna look. Yeah, it ain't too bad. Let me move everything over a little bit. Alright, that looks better with the two Massies by each other. Let me get a thumbnail here quick. Yeah, there. That way if we need the extra room we can. I just feel like a building is not really appropriate there, but what else are we going to put there? It's nice to free that space up, I think. We'll put the skid steer back in the shed. And then we'll go ahead and advance, and I guess it's going to be time to pick the sunflowers. Might as well go ahead and put the bucket on this actually right away, because we will have to feed our livestock again. So we're blocking the seed, but we'll use it again quick. We gotta have a new designated spot for our skid steer. I suppose we could put it in a corner over here or something. Yeah, it's a little more open concept. I do kind of like that. Alright, let's go ahead and take a nap. And then we can get to that sunflower harvest. Okay, good morning. Probably gonna have weeds over here in the barley. That's right, we put a bunch of barley down. Yeah, it's quite a bit of weeds. We'll take care of that. Sunflowers look like they're ready to go. And... is that grass ready to go again, too? It is. That's nuts. We have a lot of grass. We'll do probably the one more cutting. And then, like I said, we gotta take care of our livestock as well. So we do have a busy day here on our hands. Of course, the sunflowers can be cut with a sunflower header or a corn header. If you are going to do corn in a playthrough, makes sense to just use that header. But if you were going to do sunflowers, it makes sense to have a sunflower header because you actually can go a little bit faster with a sunflower header. Plenty of room to get through here. Felt a little confined at times. Ah, here we go. Our first sunflowers of the series. Let me double check the harvest rate on that. Yield bonus of 95, fertilized 99. Pretty good. I think the only thing that could have bumped it up, like I said before, is if we were to do some rolling or something like that. But we weren't going to mess with that in this series. So I think the next thing we're going to do, after we get all, like, these tasks taken care of, probably, maybe the next episode, we can start to purchase that new plot of land over there. And I think that's going to be our last plot for this series. We'll clear all those trees out. It'll take some time to do that. We always love doing that. And then I suppose we'll take it to our firewood production. Get a lot of money, and then, yeah, we'll have to drill the next field We do want to put a silo in on that corner as well, a grain silo. Because that little one up there is just not enough, especially with these bigger fields. And then if we do that whole plot, which I kind of think I want to do that whole plot's going to be one big, great big field, kind of like a finale for the series. And we get like a mega harvest off of it. So that should be interesting. Looking forward to it. Looks like we're just gonna have enough to fit this whole thing. These fields are planned out pretty good to just be able to fit on all like that. Ah, I just did remember also, I'm sure there's people that are yelling at me that you forgot to turn on the garden plot. Yes, I did. I don't know what was going on in my head with that. Yeah, lettuce, of course, because we don't want to deal with all those pallets. There, it is running. Now we can just go grab our tractor. Laid out nicely like this. Can't remember when sunflower... Well, actually, we never delivered sunflowers, but even on other playthroughs when those deliver. So we'll find out here when we get this in the silo. We do still have to weed yet. And take care of our livestock. There we go. It's probably kind of weird over here having all this space just to swing the harvester and to put the header on. But it's kind of what we ended up with. I guess this doesn't need to be perfect. We're not going anywhere with the header. It's just a holder basically. While we're over here, let's check up on this other field here. This was... yeah, wheat. It's looking good though, still growing. I don't think we have anything planned yet for this field. We could probably wait till the next episode, because if the next episode if we decide to do wood, we're probably going to want to offset it with a little something else before we get to doing all that. Let's do the tip side here. Alright, sunflowers will deliver. Looks like March. Yeah, we're going to be holding on to those for a while. Hence is why we're going to need a bigger silo if we hopefully can get them all in. Perfect. How full are we? 98%. That is it. Yeah. So yeah, we do need to start looking for a bigger silo to put in that plot. We will be able to afford it because we got silage that's going to be sold, and we got another year of our fine products as well. We're at 75. I think the land only costs us 50,000. And I think it's good that we get started on that next land plot, so we'll try to hold off on the silo if we can. But we'll see how it goes. I guess if we park the tractor outside, we get another spot in this shed for something. Maybe we should put that cultivator over here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we gotta feed the chickens and the sheep. Let's get that taken care of. And then I think we'll run the weeder and get that all done with. It's always a fun job weeding. We'll have tons of barley. Like I said, this will probably just be strictly our barley silo for the chickens. Maybe I should have did the chickens last because there was always a little extra that gets left in the scoop. And it probably looks a little junky leaving out the bucket there as well. There we go. All topped up. Now we can head on down to the sheep. Once we buy that property there too, we'll be able to run that road over with the proper, you know, the dirt road with the grass in the middle that we kind of like. Gives it that more authentic feel, I think. I also want to address that a viewer did say that, oh, we shouldn't really have this grass here on the ground, that we could just do it when we cut the lawn. That's true. But it's one nice thing not really having to think about having to... It gets to be a lot of planning when you're doing this. And then you're like, well, do I gotta feed the sheep? I mean, it's easy to swing in here, I guess, every time you cut it, but... If we decide that we weren't gonna cut the grass for whatever reason, kind of forget... It's a lot of stuff to remember, let's just put it that way. It's nice not having to worry. Hence I think it's kind of cool having a little dump area here just to make it, you know, different from the rest of the other areas. There we go. 2 scoops. They look good. Chickens look good. I guess we can get to that weeding. So the honey's coming up good. It might be kind of better to have it at that angle. It might be better to load that way. Let's see here. I guess we could actually put the skid steer over here. Now that we have that space there. I suppose we could also, when we deliver honey, we could put it on this flatbed here. Now that I kind of forgot we had that. That makes sense to use that. We'll have to try that next time, I think. Okay. Weeding time. Let's get the bigger Massey. I almost kind of want to try that other weeder that came in that DLC. Because I think there's like an auto, like... It's kind of weird. Let me check that out real quick. By the way, nothing in the sales. Although there's this. We don't have enough money for that anyway. But we definitely could use something like that. Cut those trees down, but we'll just rent. Maybe we'll rent actually a big one and go crazy. It's the last clear cut we're gonna do. We should do something a little different than on the back of the tractor. Yeah, so is this horse hoe? I thought it was this one. There was like an auto, it like moved with the rows. It was really weird, but I saw in the trailer. Maybe this ain't that. I thought it was though. 250 horse for that. So yeah, our power requirement is a little bit low. There maybe be some swing room and it would work. Alright, so what I think we're gonna do here is for the, I'm gonna play out with the, probably getting this grass cut. We do have to configure this to a front 3-point. I haven't tried this yet to see if this will work with, let's see, this one here. What is it? Oh, nice, it's free. I thought it was gonna cost us $5 grand for that. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be able to work with it. It should, because I think the power requirement was actually quite lower than the cedar, so. This is always iffy here though, getting out of this shed. It's just a little too tall. I can't lower it because, like when you go straight, it's alright. When you go to the side, it always hits. I can't lower it because it unfolds when you try to lower it, so. Alright, let's see how she does. Ooh, what's going on there? A bug? There we go. That was weird. Didn't want it to go too far. I see those photos on the internet where like some people like lose wheels and things. I suppose I could just reset it at the shop and it'd be fine, but seems to work pretty good here. Yeah, so I think we'll tackle this, and like I said, in the next episode, we probably look at buying that land and start getting that cut. I think it's, like I said, 50 grand, we should be able to afford that. And if not, we can always just wait and let some more money stack up. It would be kind of cool, like I said, to take a episode and collect all that junk around the map, just see what we can get, kind of like a little scavenger hunt. And do something a little different to shake things up. And then we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.